Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we were discuss about the multiple choice question near about 63 and why we are learning that objective kind of the question. The reason behind it, we are facing the COVID-19 pandemic, and due to this reason continuous assessment, internal as well as university examinations are online mode, and therefore the multiple choice question is there in an examination, and therefore we are preparing that way so student can able to adopt these kind of the in a given situation. They can familiar with this situation so they can get the desired knowledge or the whatever they are expecting. They should learn the descriptive parts chapter wise and when they studied, but most of them in that multiple choice question you have to think in deeply whatever you are studying. So here you have, here in an objective type question you have, it is testing your knowledge, it is actual application of what you are learning. Descriptive, here you have to apply it and you have to show your, and those are knowing the knowledge regarding that subject. They can able to pick up the correct options and will get the desired product, will get the desired expectation what they are willing. So let's see what we are going to discuss today. The remaining multiple choice question based on this chapter number first we are learning, and we already learned all the descriptive part of that chapter number 1. Now we are discussing the multiple choice question or the objective type question based on chapter number 1, that is polynuclear and the heteronuclear aromatic compounds. So let's begin with the question number 64 on. What is it? Look at here. Furan on heating with CaCl3 in presence of KOH gives dash dash. So simple. Furan on heating with CaCl3 is known as a chloroform in presence of potassium hydroxide gives what it gives. If you remember the descriptive discussion here, let us see first what would be the structure of 2-phenyl azofuran. We know that the structure of furan is this one. This is structure of furan. Oxygen atom containing as and then N double bond N. pH you can write are C6CH5. or you can, instead of that, you can use as a pH also. It doesn't matter because there are the various way too. So this is a 2-phenyl because the numbering is start from here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So likewise, the numbering system according to as a Hans wisdom system, which is adopted by IUPAC. IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. According to that numbering systems we are using. So this is a structure of 2-phenyl azofuran, then 2-acetylfuran. So let's see once again the structure of furan at 2 position. There is a acetyl group, C double bond O CS. These are 2-acetylfuran, and furfural is a common name, and the furfural, the structure of that furfural will be this one, CHO, that is fermyl group at 2 position. And here tetrahydrofuran, the structure of tetrahydrofuran will be this one. Let's see here. This is a saturated heterocyclic non-aromatic compound, this one. So let's see, these are the different structure when furan on heating with C. And if you remember, the structure of furan is this one. Let me show you the reaction. Furan starting material they have taken as a furan, then the reagent they have used this one KOH, and as we know that this is the one reagent who discovered this well-known reaction, that is a Remer-Tymon reaction. If you remember, Remer-Tymon reaction. Remer-Tymon reaction, this one, and it generally, when these compound treated with furan starting material, the resulting compound, the fermyl group introduced at 2 position, because it is an electrophilic substitution reaction. This is a heterocyclic compound, aromatic heterocyclic compound, and the 5-membered heterocyclic compound they prefer to attack at 2 position, or furan undergoes electrophilic substitution at 2 position, as we know that in the general description. And therefore look at, and the common name of this compound, if you remember, it is known as a furfural. Is there an option? So C is the correct option here. Look at here. So in this way, if you know the justification, you can able to write that correct answer. Let us see the question number 65. We are discussing the multiple choice questions, and so what would be the acetonyl acetone on heating acetyl acetone on heating ammonium carbonate at 100 degree centigrade gives dash dash dash, and options are given here. A would be 2,5-dimethylpyrrole, 2,5-dimethylpyrrole. Then B is given thiophene, C is given piperidine, and D options are given pyridine. Given pyridine. So now, what is that? Acetonyl acetone on heating ammonium carbonate, on heating with ammonium carbonate, you can say here, on heating with ammonium carbonate, acetonyl acetone on heating with ammonium carbonate at 100 degrees centigrade gives dash dash. 2,5-dimethylpyrrole. You might be knowing the structure of this one. Let us see this. Pyrrole means NH. Here is a methyl group. Here also has a methyl group. This will be the structure of 2,5-dimethyl. If you give the number according Hertz wisdom system 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at 2 and 5 position methyl groups are there, and therefore this is the name of this compound, 2,5-dimethylpyrrole. And thiophene, as we know that thia, if you remember, oxygen is called as oxa, nitrogen is called as aza, and if sulfur is there, we can call it as a thia. So these are the suffixes generally we are using. So thiophene is clearly indicate that there must be the sulfur atom is present. And piperidine, as we know that it is a 6-membered ring, piperidine, this one. At the beginning we already. And pyridine, everybody knows the structure of pyridine, which is basic in nature. Why it is basic in nature, all this we already discussed that one. Now, acetonyl acetone on heating with ammonium carbonate at 100 degrees centigrade gives. What it gives? What do you think? Let us see first what is the starting material they have taken. They have taken this is the starting material, and the name of this compound, the common name of this compound is acetonyl acetone. Acetonyl acetone. Or the IUPAC name of this compound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Look at here, at 2 and 5 position carbonyl group, which is a functional, so you can call it as 2,5-hexane. Why hexane? Because there are the 6 hexane dione. So that is the IUPAC name of this compound. Sometime instead of acetonyl there may be 2,5-hexane dione, so you should not get confused. So here just remember the name of this compound is acetonyl acetone or 2,5-hexane dione. And when it is treated with this one, ammonium carbonate twice CO3, NH4 twice, because why ammonium carbonate, and when it is heated at 100 degrees centigrade, what it gives? Here is a ammonium, so the resulting compound must be obtained as a this one. Remember here NH, this is a compound generally obtained, and name of this compound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? At 2 and 5 position there is a methyl group, 2 methyls are there, therefore 2,5-dimethylpyrrole, and first one is the right answer, correct answer for this. Now let us move on to the next one, which is 66 question number. Now let's see. The next question will be pyrrole on reduction with pyrrole on reduction with H2 in presence of nickel at 200 to 250 degrees centigrade gives dash. Options are given. A option is pyrrolidine. B would be the tetrahydrothiophene. And C, option C, is the piperidine. And D option would be the pyridine. And if you remember, pyrrole on reduction with H2 in presence of nickel at 200 to 250 degrees centigrade gives what? So first of all, let me recall once again. This is a structure, is an aromatic heterocyclic compound which is known as a furan, right? And its analog non-aromatic compound is saturated, and this is known as a THF. THF is nothing but as a tetrahydrofuran. That you have to remember these two, because they are frequently going to come here. And now when there is a, suppose is a, let's see here, sulfur is there, this is known as a thiophene. Remember, this is a thiophene, and its non-aromatic compound sulfur, that is double bond we have removed here from here, and it is known as a tetrahydrofuran. Tetrahydrothiophene. Remember, TH, T we cannot say here, but it is a, and THF, it is a non-polar solvent, and which is used for organic reaction. Many of the organic reaction can be carried out using this non-polar solvent. And it is tetrahydrothiophene. Now let us see here, suppose we have this one, it's analog, these two you remember. Now when pyrrole, suppose let us see here is this, you know that the name of this compound is a pyrrole, right? And its analog, when it becomes as a saturated, the name of this compound is a pyrrolidine. And its analog, suppose we have a structure, this one, as we know that this is an aromatic compound, and which is a pyridine, right? Is a pyridine. And now its analog saturated compound, this one, and one hydrogen atom is here. So now this is known as a piperidine. It is known as piperidine. It is a 6-membered ring, and this is a 5-membered ring. You always remember here. So let's see, these are the structure. Now pyrrolidine, we got the answer here, right? This is a pyrrolidine. Tetrahydrothiophenols, piperidine, that is the structure, and pyridine also has the structure. So I think you might have got the answer. A is the correct answer over here, because H2 in presence of nickel, it is a reducing reagent, and which can reduce the here aromatic compound converted into as a non-aromatic compound. So that is. Now let us move on to the next one, that is a question number 67. Question number 67. Let's see here. What is it? Pyrrole reacts with pyrrole reacts with benzene diazonium chloride, benzene diazonium chloride at 5 degrees centigrade, at 5 degrees centigrade gives dash dash, and the answers are like this: 2-acetyl pyrrole, 2-acetyl pyrrole, B, which is 2-phenylazopyrrole, 2-phenylazopyrrole, and C option pyrrolidine, and D option would be 2-pyrrole carboxyaldehyde, 2-pyrrole carboxyaldehyde. These are the options given here. What do you think? Which would be the correct answer? Now let's see over here the structures of these 2-acetyl pyrrole. We know that the structure of 2-acetyl pyrrole here, C double bond O CS, is known as a 2-acetyl pyrrole. 2-phenylazopyrrole, the structure of that is this one, N H, here N double bond N, then C6H5. The structure of pyrrolidine, as we know that structure of pyrrolidine, that is a reduced form of pyrrole, and 2-pyrrole carboxyaldehyde. The name of the structure of this is this one, N H, and here the CHO group is there. So these, now when pyrrole reacts with benzene diazonium chloride at 5 degrees centigrade, that is a here actually when pyrrole is treated with, let me show that one here. Here is a pyrrole starting material they have taken here, pyrrole, and that will be treated with C6H5 N triple bond NCl. Here is a positive charge chlorine diazonium salt at 5 degrees centigrade. It is a diazo-coupling reaction, this one, and it produces this also belongs to electrophilic substitution reaction, and therefore here the compounds, the group which is attached C6CH5, and the name of this compound is a 2-phenyl azopyrrole, means B is the correct answer for this. And now let us move on to the next question, that is question number 68. And question number 68 will be question number 68. See here, 2,5-hexadione. Let's see here, 2,5-hexadione, 2,5-hexadione on heating with P2S5 gives dash dash dash, and answers are thiophene, and B is a 2,5-dimethyl-furan, and C 2,5-dimethyl-thiophene, 2,5-dimethyl-thiophene, and D, the last one, tetrahydrothiophene, tetrahydrothiophene. So which would be the correct answer from four options? Would you get thiophene, or 2,5-dimethyl-furan, or 2,5-dimethyl-thiophene, or tetrahydrothiophene? If you remember the structure of thiophene, the structure of thiophene would be this one. Let me draw here. Structure of thiophene, as we know that 2,5-dimethyl-furan, the structure of that 2,5-dimethyl-furan will be this one. Here is the oxygen atom, and 2,5 means this, at 2 and 5 position dimethyl is there. 2,5-dimethyl-thiophene, the structure this one. Here is a methyl group, here is methyl. And now tetrahydrothiophene, the structure of tetrahydrothiophene is this one. So which one among the following is the correct answer? If you know, look at it, 2,5-hexadione, the structure of 2,5-hexadione is this one. Let me draw that structure here. CS3, here CS3. When it is treated with P2S5, heated, and what it gives the compound is this one. This is a reaction, Polnar synthesis, as we know that. This reaction is a well-known reaction. This is a Polnar. Is there any here? So which answer is the correct one? C option is the correct answer for this question. Let us move on to the next, that is 69 question number. Let's see here. Question number 6. Thiophene on heating with acetic anhydride. Thiophene on heating with acetic anhydride in presence anhydride in presence of H3PO4 gives delta dash. The options are tetrahydrothiophene. A is a tetrahydrothiophene. B option would be 2-acetylthiophene and C option would be 2-phenylazothiophene and D would be thiophene 2-sulfonic acid. Thiophene 2-sulfonic acid. Let us see here, acid. Okay, now read the question once again. Thiophene on heating with acetic anhydride in presence of H3PO4 gives dash dash. Here tetrahydrothiophene, we know that the structure of tetrahydrothiophene I am showing over here. Suppose let us see tetrahydrothiophene. This is the structure of tetrahydrothiophene. 2-acetylthiophene, the structure of 2-acetylthiophene I am showing over here, C double bond O, CS3, and 2-phenylazothiophene, the structure of this 2-phenyl, here N double bond N, C6H5. This is the structure of 2-phenylazothiophene. And thiophene 2-sulfonic acid, once again here SO3H. This is the structure of thiophene 2-sulfonic acid. Now thiophene on heating with acetic anhydride, if you remember, they have taken as a starting material is a thiophene, and what they did, they treated with CS3CO twice O, acetic anhydride in presence of H3PO4, which is act as an Lewis acid, and this reaction is known as a Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, if you remember. And what it did, the aromatic compound here generally as a thiophene, it undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction at 2 position, and therefore you are going to get the product is this one, sulfur, and here acetyl group is going to introduce. Is there, sir? Yes, B is the answer. Look at this, and this is the same, and therefore B is the correct answer for this reaction. Let us move on to the next, that is question number 17. And what is that? Question number 17. Here, the thiophene on heating with, question number 7, the thiophene on heating with on heating with chloroform CHCl3 and KOH gives dash dash dash. Options are like this: 2-thiophene carboxyaldehyde, 2-thiophene carboxyaldehyde. B is the tetrahydrofuran, and C would be 2-acetylthiophene, and D would be, D answer is none of these. Let's see here, none of these. Now let us read once again. The thiophene on heating with CHCl3 in presence of potassium hydroxide gives, what it gives? Let us see here the structure of this. I am showing over here thiophene, 2-carboxy here, CHO group is added. Tetrahydrofuran, as we know that the structure of tetrahydrofuran is this one, and 2-acetylthiophene, structure of 2-acetylthiophene will be this one, C double bond O CS. Now what they did, they have taken the starting material is thiophene and they treated that thiophene with this one, chloroform CHCl3 in presence of KOH. And as we know that when chloroform and KOH, this is one of the famous named reaction which is invented by scientist. The name of that scientist is Rimmer-Tiemann, and therefore, and remember, in an aromatic compound the formyl group is introduced. That reaction is known as a Rimmer-Tiemann reaction, and here what you are going to get, the CHO group is going to introduce at 2 position. Is there? Yes, first is the right answer is here. So I think these are the some of the questions we have discussed over here. Remaining multiple choice questions we will continue or we will discuss in our upcoming lectures. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.